Kei te kaha whakatairanga tia tonutia e te ao pāpāho te kiri haungatanga o te Maori I roto I te mātauranga. Engari, hei tēnei rā tonu nei, ka totoro atu tātou ki tētahi kura, kāre nei I te paku whakae kia kiri haunga ana tauira. He kura ahurei atu toa I te papaioea, e hāpai ngātahi ana I te mātauranga, te hā kinakina, me te kaupapa Māori. Me te aha, kei te tino angi tū I roto I ngā mahi, I hinga ai e tahi atu.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, is bringing me out the dark.
They look like the silver ferns. They're as determined as the silver ferns. But this is the Tutoa School netball team, and they are netball stars in training. Tutoa's gone above and beyond in every sporting code they've chosen to excel in. But success on the netball court is just part of the amazing story behind Tutoa. Its students have gone to play at representative levels and even internationally in netball, tennis, golf and this year, rugby. Every graduate has gone on to university because that's what's expected of them.
The expectation is clear. They know that the expectation is that second isn't good enough, they're going to be first. They know that academically they will have to succeed, they cannot fail, and they know that they're expected to be models for Maori. So the expectation is high at the beginning. I think that sometimes we shortchange people by not expecting the best from them, making excuses why they're not doing well.
For a long time, people had been concerned that Maori talent wasn't being realised to its full potential.
There are many schools where Maori children are doing really well, but many other cases where it was difficult for Maori children, and decided that rather than trying to build an academy within a school where children were not necessarily doing very well academically, that we should look at having a learning centre, and that's what it was a learning centre, not a school. Having a learning centre where you could be excellent in sport, excellent in academic work and excellent I roto I te ao Māori.
Unable to call itself a school, Tutoa grew from a humble roll of 12 pupils in 2005, all of them enrolled through correspondence.
I think for me, the point has always been about developing education models, and that's about developing resources, challenging the training of teachers, even if we call them teachers, but rethinking how we deliver education. It's not right that we allow a system that fails our kids miserably to continue without some sort of an opportunity to address some of those needs. And I don't think they're difficult things. I think that just require a different brush, a different way of thinking, and if we can be a part of that, then we've done something successful.
Its success inspired Te Wānanga o Aotearoa to take it into its new network of specialist schools, giving Tutoa the ability to expand.
Tai Wānanga is a program instigated through the Te Wānanga o Aotearoa, and it is in many ways has similar aims to Tutoa. It aims to have a network of schools who, not necessarily big schools, but a network of schools where excellence will be the norm.
This year, Tutoa has 52 students, including boys and a rugby team.
We have 25 young Māori boys in this program this year, and that was deliberate. It was deliberate in terms of wanting to challenge ourselves to have a go at doing something with this particular cohort of kids and trying to dismiss some of those myths that seem to stereotype our boys in one way or another, and ultimately to be successful with them.
And to go as hard as you can based on our game plan, eh?
What we've seen in 8 weeks is a massive shift in the mindset of young people. That whole notion of unsure about what they're doing to getting some real clarity and some real forward thinking and upward thinking, I think, from young men who now see themselves as having an opportunity not only to be successful for themselves, but other people that they might be connected to or that follow on.
Based at Massey University's Hokowhitu campus, Tuto's students are immersed in a tertiary environment that can sometimes look like boot camp.
We have an opportunity here by location to change the thinking of our kids. That we now have a large number of students from this school attending Massey University is not by default, it's by design. And I think that they now see this as a place that they can be comfortable in, this Massey University, and so that was part of the strategy moving forward.
School starts at 8:30 with 45 minutes of physical conditioning before they all sit down to a nutritious breakfast. A morning of supervised correspondence school study is followed by another prescribed meal.
I think hard work is one of the core values that's at Tutor, and discipline. Students, the discipline reflects in all ways the way they approach their schoolwork, the way they approach their meals. Their meals are prescribed meals. They're not take it very seriously, that if you're going to do well physically and mentally, you need the right sort of food that's going to produce that.
Getting acceptance from other schools in the area wasn't easy.
It wasn't necessarily greeted with open arms by all the secondary schools in the area who felt that this might be taking the cream away from the schools. We're talking about 12 students, by the way. So there was a sense sometimes, and in fact, for a while, this Tutor couldn't play in the intersecondary sports because they weren't a school, until we realised that actually they're part of the correspondence school. So when they played in the intersecondary sports, they were correspondence Tutor. So they were a school, so we got over that hurdle.
While the school is unique, it's not elite.
And I wouldn't say that we'd sort of, that these were a group of people who had been carefully selected and screened. They're young Maori people who wanted to do something, and this happened to be the right thing for them.
Tau ke e rā tamariki, nē rā pai hoki te mātakitaki tamariki e tino angi tū ana.